This video is sponsored by Big Boy Gaming. Follow the link in the description below for all of your card gaming needs. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Edison Club. I'm your host, Mike, and today bringing you the top 8 deck list from the BBG 2K tournament this past weekend at Big Boy Gaming in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have a lot to talk about today, so we're going to jump right into this. But before we get started, as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really just motivates me to keep going, getting better at the game, as well as content creation. Also, head on down to the video description and follow the links that I have posted there to the other Edison format content creators. Odds are, if you enjoy what I make, you'll enjoy what they make as well. Let's kick things off today with first place Dragon Turbo by none other than Mitchell Nouse, aka Hydropump. So we'll go over all these lists, talk about them, talk about my opinions on them, all this, that, and the other. So first off, 3 Debris, 1 Drago, 1 Prime Material in the main. Now, sometimes you don't really see Prime Material as often in Dragon Turbo nowadays, but it does come up. It protects you from stuff like Torrential, Mirror Force, and also it combos really well with Debris Dragon to get into Trident Dragion. So if you're trying to play Edison to escape this card from the Tempai Dragons, then I'm sorry, you're probably still going to get hit with Trident Dragion from time to time. Then we have 3 Darkness Metal, 3 White Stone, Tragodia, Vortex Trooper, 3 Blue Eyes, 1 Flammable Guard. That rounds off all the monsters. Going into the spells, we have Card Destruction, triple cards of Consonance, Future Fusion, True Nade, and Heavy, 2 copies of Instant Fusion, 2 copies of Magical Stone, 1 Avarice, 3 Super Rejuve, 3 Trade-In. That's it for the spells. We have 1 Mirror Force, triple Reckless Greed, and Torrential. Side deck, we have Clear Vice Dragon, Gores, 2 more Drago, Red Eyes Wyvern, 2 Book of Moons, Vortex, 2 Bottomless, Triple Mask, and Double Oppression. Extra deck, 2 Dark Fire, 1 Mariner, 1 5-headed, 1 Fusionist, Cataster, Armory Arm, Black Rose, Brio, Dark End, Exploder Dragon Wing, Goyo, Iron Chain, Stardust, and Trident Dragion. So right off the start, right off the bat here, what do you guys notice that is actually missing in this deck list? So let's see. I will wait till you guys figure it out, because it's not something that you generally think would be cut from Dragon Turbo. So let's see. If you guessed Upstart Goblin, then you would be correct. You'll see no Upstart Goblins in this deck list anywhere. And I think that Mitchell had mentioned in his in-person deck profile that he did for his channel, which, by the way, you should totally go to his channel, Hydropump, and check out that profile. His link to the link to his channel is in the video description. But they basically said if you just kind of fill those slots with real cards like Mirror Force and Torrential, they kind of ensure you getting another turn anyway. So I think that logic is actually really, really good. It must be, because it was good enough for him to win this and also top 3v3 on Sunday. And from experience, I did play against Mitchell on Sunday, and this deck, it's real. Dragon Turbo is now back into the picture here. So congratulations, Mitchell. Second place, we have AJTBLS Blackwing deck. So this is pretty cool here to see. And there's not a lot. We don't really have to explain any of these like monster choices to you guys. We have Gores in the main deck. That's been a thing we've been seeing more and more lately. Most interesting things about the main deck, we have main deck Nobleman of Extermination, which is really cool to see. We have the 1 Jar of Greed, double Legacy, so we can kind of play the mind game. In the side, we have Thunder King, Thunder King, I probably saw more Thunder Kings get summoned this past weekend than I ever have. I've seen a lot of Thunder Kings. We have the other Nobleman in there, 1 crossed out, the 2nd Extermination. We got some Soul Release action. Not a lot to say there. AJT, excellent player, very good GOAT player, and on the come up for Edison players as well. So congratulations to him. Next, we have Hero Frogs, and this is a slightly different take on Hero Frogs. So we have Battle Fader, 3 Caius, Dark Dust Spirit in the main deck, 2 Dupe Frog, Alias, Ocean, Stratos, Infernal Prodigy, Malicious Edge, Gores, Junksynchron, Rise of the Storm Monarch, 3 Substitute, 3 Swap Frog, 1 Thestalos. Thestalos kind of got kicked aside for a long time, so we're starting to see Thestalos be played again. 2 Treeborn Frog, Uni Frog, Brain Control, Econ, Heavy Storm, Triple Miracle Fusion, MST, 1-for-1, Rhoda, Double Legacy, Mirror Force, Torrential, Dust Shoot. And then in the side deck, Genzo, Kaiku, which I feel like Kaiku is the biggest come up of a side deck card that we've seen in quite some time. I feel like this card was so slept on for so long. We have 1 Vanity's Fiend in the side deck as well, 1 Book, 1 Vortex, 2 Soul Exchange, 2 Soul Release, 1 Deep Prison, 2 Dust Tornado, and triple Regeki Break. Not really going to go over the extra deck here. Actually, I just took a card out of here by accident. Whoops. In the extra deck, nothing really special, but we do have Gaia in here, but no Future Fusion or Dandy. So very interesting there. Congratulations to you, Andrew. 4th place, we have Ching Lee, and Ching has been just tearing it up with Machina for the longest time. He has won several tournaments up at Xandu Games in Maryland. I think he's ranked number 1 on their power rankings, and he plays a list very similar to this almost every time. So, as you can see, for the main deck, we got the 1 Cyber Dragon. It's about the spiciest part of the monster lineup here. But for the traps, we have 3 Fiendish Chains, which is so crazy. You rarely ever see Fiendish Chain actually be played in Edison format, but Yiching's a really big fan of this card. It's one of the only cards in the whole format that you can really chain and prevent a Dark Armed from like popping your stuff. So he really likes this card, and he continues to perform well with it, so why change it? Side deck, pretty standard as well. Once again, Kaiku is also in here, triple Dust Tornado, triple Rug, so congratulations, Yiching. 5th place, we have Vayu Turbo. This was my old friend Braxton Brumfield, who has recently started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Once again, super glad to have that guy back. But, you know, this is a Vayu Turbo list. They're all pretty much the same for the most part. You have a few changes here and there. This one chooses not to play Charge the Light Brigade, plays Chaos Sorcerer. Not a lot to really say about Vayu, unfortunately. This is the deck I feel like is the most solved out of all the decks in Edison format. Obviously, Blackwing being the second most solved, but this one, there's not really that much room for variance. It's usually just going to be little things like somebody played Chaos Sorcerer, somebody didn't, somebody played Charge instead. So, side deck yet again. Here's Kaiku yet again. But congratulations to you, Braxton. 6th place, Sasha Egger. Once again, Vayu Turbo. We got some deck devs in the main deck here. Nothing too crazy going on. Once again, we have Kaiku in the side deck. We have Mind Crush, Sasha's signature card in the side deck there. Congratulations, Sasha. And then 7th place, here we go. One more time, Vayu Turbo. It's a Vayu format. We have Sorcerer in here yet again. Not a lot to say. Double Kaiku here. So Judgment in the side. Another deck dev in the side. 8th place, Prostorm. Super cool guy, and let me go ahead and preface this by saying I'm pretty sure all of these were in the correct order. I know that top 4 is correct, but then 5th through 8th, hopefully all of this is correct. I put them in here the order that they were sent to me, which is what I'm assuming how people finish. So if these are incorrect, feel free to comment down below and correct me where you actually finished. But now back to this video here. Prostorm. Super cool guy. Cannot talk any better about him. Really enjoyed talking to him. The list is very similar to AJT's, if not exactly the same as AJT's here. So Thunder King in here, Nobleman of Extermination. Saw him play this card a lot over the weekend. So yeah, Prostorm and AJT coming down was pretty cool. But yeah, that's about all I have for you guys today. So let me comment down below. Tell me how you feel about these top 8 deck lists. I was very happy to see Dragon Turbo kind of come back in and just sweep this tournament. Definitely wasn't on my bingo card for winning deck list of the weekend either. So thank you guys for watching. This is Mike from the Edison Club signing out until the next one.
Hamster Ryko Caius, Hamster Ryko Caius. I go check the pairings, I'm like, don't know who this guy is. Hamster Ryko Caius, Hamster Ryko Caius. 2-0 every round, man, and I ain't even trying. It's just Hamster Ryko Caius, Hamster Ryko Caius, Hamster Ryko Caius.